Let's talk about Hope and Faith because nobody talks about this show no more. Like it disappeared off the face of the earth, like it got Thanos snapped out of pop culture. But let me break it down for y'all like we break down everything else. So boom, Hope and Faith was this feel-good sitcom that aired from 2003 to 2006 on ABC, starring Faith Ford, the classy, calm suburban mom, and also Kelly Ripa, the wild, dramatic soap opera sister who basically blew up her life and crashed into Hope's peaceful existence. Now, on paper, this show was a vibe. Sisters from two different worlds clashing under one roof, that's sitcom gold. It had all the ingredients: physical comedy, slapstick, sisterly fights, dramatic misunderstandings, random celebrity cameos, and jokes that flew every 10 seconds. But for some reason, nope, for a lot of reasons, this show never got the love it deserved. First off, the time slot was trash. Friday nights? That's the graveyard shift of television. By 2003, nobody was sitting at home on Friday night watching sitcoms unless you were grounded. ABC was trying to recreate that old thank God it's Friday magic, but the spell wore off, dog. It wasn't pulling in the whole family like Boy Meets World or Family Matters used to. Now let's talk star power. Faith Ford, yeah, she was solid for Murphy Brown. She got that warmth, that classic sitcom energy, but she wasn't a huge draw in the 2000s. And Kelly Ripa? She was already a household name. Like, oh yeah, she acting too? And the style of comedy, bruh, it felt like a 90s show that got lost and ended up in the early 2000s by accident. It was loud, over-the-top, laugh-track-heavy, real cartoonish at times. The world was shifting. Viewers wanted edgy and awkward. The Office, Arrested Development, that kind of stuff. So Hope and Faith felt like your mom's comfort show, not something you were talking about with your homies. And let me tell you the real kicker. Streaming. You can't find this show nowhere. No Hulu, no Netflix, no HBO Max, not even the dusty corner of Tubi. You can't go viral if no one can find the clips, bruh. And that's why it never got resurrected by nostalgia. Like, people remember it, but barely. It ain't quotable, it ain't memeable, and it ain't sitting in that pop culture shrine like Friends or Fresh Prince. But hold up, it wasn't trash. No, sir. It was actually fun, man. Kelly Ripa was committed to the bit. She was doing pratfalls, rocking wigs, doing voices, jumping on furniture. She was straight up wild and it worked. And her chemistry with Faith Ford? Spot on. You believed they were sisters. That I love you but you get on my last damn nerve energy was real. They had real sitcom rhythm. You know what it felt like? That show you watched when you stayed home sick from school. It was warm, goofy, light, like the chicken soup of sitcoms. Now if they really wanted this thing to pop off, they needed stronger writing, man. Some of them episodes felt like filler. And they needed a tighter identity. Was it a farce? Was it a family show? Was it a satire? Pick a lane, baby. If they'd leaned harder into the sister dynamic, gave it a little heart, maybe even some real emotional arcs, it could have hit harder. And if they threw it in a primetime lineup after According to Jim or 8 Simple Rules, maybe it would have stuck around longer. And let's not forget the cameos. Regis Philbin popped up, so did Tony Curtis, and even Kelly Ripa's real-life husband Mark Consuelos. Like, it had moments, but they was blink and you miss it. It wasn't appointment TV, it was, oh, this is on? Cool, I'll watch while I fold this laundry. So why don't people talk about it now? Easy, it's in that weird middle zone. Not iconic enough to be legendary. Not messy enough to be infamous. Not available enough to be rediscovered. It's like that one cousin you kind of forgot existed until they show up at the cookout like, yo, remember me? And you're like, oh snap, yeah, you were cool. It just didn't leave a big enough footprint. If this joint hit streaming tomorrow though, Kelly Ripa in wild outfits, Faith Ford making that tired mom face, the campy drama, man, it'd be a TikTok goldmine. But for now, it's sitting in sitcom purgatory, waiting for somebody to blow the dust off it. So bottom line, Hope and Faith was a solid, slept-on sitcom with two leads that had great chemistry, fun physical comedy, and just enough charm to make you smile, but it dropped in the wrong time slot, didn't find the right audience, and didn't stick around long enough to earn a second life. And until it pops up on a major streaming platform or gets a random reboot announcement, it's just gonna stay one of those forgotten sitcoms that only the real ones remember.